excited to be here. Thanks, David. Let's give it up for all the musicians and comics. You guys are awesome. I don't care you talk about cell phones. My cell phone always explodes, and I think it all has to do with my uncle's conversations to me, because my uncle will be like, Victoria, like he'll just call me up and be like, Victoria, let's overthrow the government. And my uncle will be like, I'm a renegade. It's like, Uncle Mike, you're a stockbroker. So I was like, okay. But yeah, he's always like coming up with a plan. He's like, let's overthrow, the White House. It's like, okay, that's not a good idea. I think that's exactly why my cell phone's exploding. They're listening to the conversation. It's crazy. But you guys, I'm really excited I got my headshots back today. Oh. So looks like I'm gonna be a writer. Like, dang. So you guys, my mom's Italian and my dad is Spanish. And I just found out I'm like part American Indian. I was like, Daddy, I think you would have told us this, right? So I'm really excited about my new Indian name, Sleeps on Bar. And I'm gonna open up my new casino. You guys are all invited. Oh. All right. So I was like, I can't believe I just found this out. It's like, you think, your parents would tell you these things, right? But you guys, last summer I was in Italy, and I have relatives in Sicily. So have you guys been to Sicily? Anybody?
I wish.
It's you're in Sicily. It's like, okay, you're either unemployed or you're working for the mafia. So I have my relatives down there where I can't complain about anybody. Like my Uncle Vinny will be like, Victoria, is anyone bothering you? Tell me, is anyone bothering you? I can take care of that. It's like, okay. It's like, in Italian, it's like my family down there, it's like, hitmen are illegal, but in Sicily, that's just a Monday night. Like, so I can't complain about anybody because my relatives, they're too crazy. But I love my relatives too, because like the way they make spaghetti sauce, it's like they're performing heart surgery. It's like, okay. And they're so passionate. And then like, here we order a large pizza and we'll like share it. There they'll be like, Victoria, aren't you hungry? You didn't finish your pizza. It's like, you ordered me a large. Like, I'm halfway done. And you guys, I love pizza. Like I eat too much pizza. Like I got a Christmas card from Domino's. I'm like, okay, that's not good. Wow. I was like, I'm gonna frame this. So, you guys, you don't want to go out with an ex. We like X these people out for a reason. So my ex, like, I totally forgot like why we broke up, and I hadn't seen him in 2 years. And he's like, yeah, Victoria, let's go to lunch. And I thought, oh, it'd be fun to see him. And then I get there, and then he's like, can you just leave? And I was like, I just got here. And so I'm like, okay, good to know you're still bipolar. Like, I totally forgot. Like, this is exactly why I broke up with him. It's like, I don't do angry, moody, right? And so I went to the bathroom, and I come back, and he's like, in a great mood, drinking a glass of wine. And then he's like, Victoria, I'm too cheap to buy you a glass of wine. And I'm thinking, really? Like, you and your family own a bank. Like, my bank account is probably overdrawn. And then he tells me, he's like, I wanted to also get this dress back, and he's like, yeah, Victoria, I've been wearing your dress. And I was like, what are you, gay now? And so he lives in Florida, and then he was in Colorado, and so I was like, he's like, yeah, I put your dress in storage. And I was like, what are you gonna do, wear it this winter? Like, so yeah, good times. But yeah, don't go out with an ex, you guys. We gotta remember why we X these people out. It's like, okay, they get X'd out for a reason, right? In Sicily, they really get X'd out. You'll never have to go out with X. But you guys, I was doing some work last summer in Paris. So, I learned when you rent an apartment in Paris, you need to make sure, like, does my apartment have a toilet? Like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, where's my toilet? So it turned out it was like 3 flights down the stairs, down a dark hall. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so far. I was like practically getting mugged, just to go to the bathroom. And then you also need to make sure when you rent an apartment in Paris, like, does my apartment have a shower? Like, my apartment was literally like, it was like a bucket with like a homemade shower like curtain. I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly why my friends in France don't shower. It's like, I don't want to shower in a bucket either. So then, that's why the French, they invented perfume and the French beret, because they're like, who wants to shower in a bucket? I'm just going to spray myself with perfume and wear my French beret. But, and then when I went out, like, everyone there smoked cigarettes, and I don't know, if they were smoking weed, I don't know, that'd be a lot better, but it's just like, with the cigarettes, you just smell like smoke, like, so bad. So my friends were like, hey, Victoria, what did you bring back from Paris? And I was like, cancer? So I was like, good times. But I actually stayed too long, you guys, in Europe. Like, I was a legal alien. And I actually love dating illegal aliens. And but my legal aliens are really far, like Italy, Switzerland, Holland. And the last legal alien I was dating, he's Italian Swiss, and he was like, yeah, Victoria, I'm gonna be really faithful. And I was like, really? Like, you have a stripper pole in your living room. Like, you don't even have to go to a strip club. Like, he just wakes up and goes to his living room. And then he tells me, there's like these 6 girls like on the stripper pole. And he's like, yeah, Victoria, this is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then he was like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I said, like, hey, where's Monday? And he's like, you're Monday. And I was like, I hate Mondays. Like, I don't want to be Monday. I'm more like Sunday fun day. So, and then he tells me I'm his number 4. I was like, oh my God, number 4? So I was like, well, at least I made the top 5. Like, I was like, and then he told me he had the stripper pole because he was practicing. He was an amateur fireman. I was like, really? All right, thanks you guys, you're awesome. Thank you.
Victoria Cordova, thanks for coming. Come back anytime. And first time here, Victoria, and